Good afternoon, one and all here. I'm Harshita Garg from Girlapshi United, and today we have Khushi Bagai with us. We are glad to have you, ma'am, here. So, please, can you give a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Khushi and I'm currently studying in Panasthali Vidyapeeth. It's in Jaipur, and I'm doing my graduation in psychology, sociology, and economics. I am really passionate about psychology, and making mental health accessible and cost effective for everyone is what motivates me. And I have been involved in a number of organizations throughout my college life, and I have learned a lot of lessons. Not in the case of professional life, but a lot of lessons according to which really affects your personal life as well. So that's why I'm here, and I would really like to share my experiences and my journey with you all. And I'm glad and I'm really thankful that you called me here, and I'm really excited for this.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, yeah, today's topic is denial sex education with us. Okay, so my first question to you is can you explain the term sex education to all of us?
Yeah. So when you hear this word sex education, what comes first in our mind is we are having a conversation with our friend about sex, or maybe our friend must be telling us how to use a condom or something like that. But sex education is a very broad term which doesn't only talk about the intercourse, the sexual intercourse, but it also talks about the development because of puberty in the in the physical development and sex and the consequences of sex. Maybe the sex can have mental consequences as well. If you are involved in sex at a very young age, then what kind of consequences it will have in your mental health. And sex education is basically aimed so that the young people like you and me, like young people like us, can take more informed decision about sex. And informed decision in the sense, like boys usually don't like it's not about boys, but it's like usually it happens that the young kids are not very much confident if they really want to have sex, if they really want to get engaged in that. And if they are confident, if they want to get engaged in that, in this, then they don't know how to have a safe sex. So it's very important that we break this stigma around sex. And because in India it's fine to have sex, but it's not fine to talk about sex. So it's very important. And even if you are in a public place and I say sex or something like that, everyone will be like, "Ho, kya bol diya aapne?" So it's very important to break the stigma around sex. And sex education is basically the part of population education, which was an initiative taken by government for the school students and the college students, where they have a where in the course structure they will have something related to a population education, which aims so that so that we can control the population of a country. In that, the government introduced sex education, the term sex education. And if we go by the formal definition, then sex education involves information about sex, the the physical development because of puberty, and the consequences because of sex, and how to have safe sex, and how to protect yourself from STD, sexual transmitted disease. But this term sex is used very vaguely in the normal conversation, and we usually give sex education. So basically in India, we don't have a very formal setup for the sex education, but the most kind of sex education is given by our friends. So yeah. So it's very important to understand the difference between what sex education actually is and what we really understand by sex education.
Okay, yeah, that's amazing explanation. So my next question is, do you think sex education should be provided to young people? If yes, then why?
Yeah, I really feel that sex education should be given to young adults, because while we are growing up, this relationship. So it's very important to understand the process of having, this how we get involved in sex, right? So once you are a young adult, you get attracted to the opposite gender, and then you have feelings for them, and then you have the physical attraction as well, and then later you think of having, getting involved in kind of a sexual intercourse. But we don't understand that the sex comes with its own consequences. If you are not ready for sex, and if you have sex, then it will have other kind of consequences which can affect your rest of your life, right? The even if it's not like we usually say that it will affect the girl's life, but it even affect the boy's life as well. So it's very important for the young adults to understand what is the right age to have sex. And by right age, I don't mean that once you reach 21 years, or once you are 21 years and then you can have sex or something like that. It's very important to understand that one can involve in sex only if they are comfortable with their partner, only if they are ready, and if they are ready to have that kind of intercourse and have that kind of a relationship with the other person. So I really believe that as myself, as a young adult, I really believe that it's very important to give sex education, because if you will not tell about sex to your to the young population of a country, we might think that they will not get to know, or they wouldn't know, and then they will not get involved in this kind of activity, or they will not have sex or something like that, because there is a lot of stigma around it, that if we will tell our kids about sex or something like that, they will have this negative curiosity around it, and that will just ruin their innocence, and they will just get involved in early sex and something like that. But if you will not if you will not tell the young people, or maybe kids, about sex, it doesn't mean that they will not know about it. They somehow will know. Even if I ask you that what was your age when you got to know about sex, you will be like maybe 7th and 8th. But no one taught us. My mom doesn't taught me what sex is, or what it is, like how the babies are born and everything. But by the age of 13, 14, we all know what exactly it is. But then we have a wrong information about it. So it's very important that we give our young adult, even the kids, the right information about sex. So I really believe that yes, we should give a sex education, because if we wouldn't give the formal sex education, then they will somehow get to know about sex from somewhere, and that will be wrong information, which can have a really negative consequences on their health as well.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I feel also, because this is not a fact कि अगर हम बताएंगे नहीं तो उसे पता ही नहीं चलेगा. They would like
Exactly.
know from somewhere or the other, because this is
Yeah.
not
So
a
even
thing
if
that
I
is
ask,
like you can hide from them, or something like that. They would.
exactly. So even if I asked you that, what was your age when you got to know about it?
I don't remember. Literally, I don't remember. I just.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe
Fine.
actually
But
you were right. Maybe when I was in 7th or 8th only.
yeah, even before having a discussion with you, I even talked to my friends about it, and everyone was like, yeah, maybe in 7th, 8th we got to know about it. And then I asked them how you got to know about them. So they were like, maybe we heard somewhere talking about sex, or maybe like that, and maybe our seniors might be talking about it, and maybe our friends taught us, or maybe told us about it, or online we got to know about it. But then everyone knows it. There is no one in this by the age of 9th or 10th standard, everyone knows about sex and everyone knows what it is. But then we have a very, very, very negative opinion about it as well. So we have even adults might say that they will have a negative curiosity if we will tell our kids about sex, but honestly, if you wouldn't tell your kids about sex, then definitely they will have that negative curiosity, because that is something which, because the kids are really curious. If we talk about, every kid, they are very curious, and if their parents hide something from them, they feel like कि अब तो पता लगाना ही है, ये होता क्या है. And because of that mentality, we often get involved in, those online kind of a stuff, and we just maybe just have that kind of a thing कि ठीक है, friend से पूछ लेते हैं, यहाँ से पूछ लेते हैं, वहाँ से पूछ लेते हैं. So it's really important that it's I think it's the need of the hour that we should actually start giving formal education to our kids, to our younger generation.
Exactly. So yeah, so my next question is, what in your opinion would be the right age to teach them about it? Is it
Yeah.
like,
So I don't feel that there is any right age. So it's very important to understand the process. As I already mentioned, that once the kid is 3 years old, let's say, it's very important to tell them what is good touch and bad touch. That is also a part of sex education, right? So once they reach the age of 3 years or 4 years, we should teach them what is, if you are teaching your kid that, don't take a toffee from a stranger because it might be, dangerous, or maybe that it will have something in that. Even everyone tell their kids, right? If they are going to park or somewhere, they'll say ki, don't take toffee from stranger. If we are teaching our kids something like that, we should also teach our kids, what is bad touch and what is good touch. Like if someone is touching your private parts, it's not right, and it's nothing wrong telling your kids that it is not right, that no one can touch your no one can touch your private parts. Even your mom can only, it's like, the mom, if it is a girl, the mom can take that initiative to introduce her her daughter that what is bad touch, so that the daughter will be aware about it. Even the father should aware his son that what is bad touch. So sex education should start from a very beginning age. Once they have that kind of a cognitive ability to understand things, I think, according to me, we should start teaching them, not like a big thing. We cannot tell them what it is, right? But we should start teaching them a little things, like maybe what is bad touch and good touch at the age of 3 or 4 maybe. And then once they reach this 12 or 13 years of age, we can teach them, it's the time when you will be, it's totally normal if you are attracted to the opposite sex. It's totally fine, right? We can teach that. And even we can teach our we can teach daughter that it's totally fine if a guy have a feelings for you, or you have a feeling for a guy. It's totally normal. And if you don't have feelings for a guy, but you should respect those feelings, because there are times when children go around and make fun of the other kid. See, he has a feeling for me, and he is like that and that. So it's very important to inform this part as well, that it's the age when you will have feelings for the opposite sex. It's the age when you will have that kind of a, when you will just need that kind of a relationship with the other guy, or maybe with the opposite sex. So, and once they start reaching, maybe according to me, if I think about it, so maybe when I was in 8th or 9th standard, I got my periods. So we should actually teach them. So when I was in 8th standard, I had this very negative misconception about periods, that it's a kind of a disease and it's not normal, because one of my friend told me. Since my mom doesn't inform me about it, so I had a negative opinion about it, that it's a disease. And when I got my first periods and everything, and I was like crying literally, and I was like, I don't know what happened, why this disease happened to me as well, and everything. So it's very important, even if we talk about periods or something like that, it's very important to tell kids about this. This is also part of sex education. And even we should we usually ignore boys in this sense, because we feel that, only this periods and everything is happening in girls, so maybe we should not tell boys. But it's very important to tell boys as well that, your sisters or maybe girls at your age have this kind of a thing. They have periods. Otherwise they will never normalize the concept of periods, because we never taught them at a young age. When they were when they were at their budding age, we never taught them that, the girls have periods. And then later we expect boys to understand that, no, they should understand that girls have periods. But how will they understand when they are not taught at a very young age? And I feel that sex education also involved, the kind of thing where we talk about erection. So boys have this kind when they are reaching, I think, 15 years of age. So we should also taught boys that it's fine, if you experience this kind of a thing. So according to me, there is no right age. The sex education should start from a very beginning age, but it's very important to understand that at what age we should teach what part of sex education should we teach our young generation. So once they are 3 years old, we should tell them this, and once they're 16 years old or 15 years old, we should tell this, and maybe when they are reaching 18 or 19 years old, maybe before that, because everyone knows about sex before that only. So maybe, we can tell them that yes, this is what sex is. So I think it should start from a very beginning age. Otherwise, the kids will never be able to normalize the fact about sex.
Yeah, exactly.